Centre Stage, brought to you by Grosvenor Road Studios.
Hi guys, welcome to Centre Stage. I'm here at Grosvenor Road Studio with Miss Kezia Soul.
Hello.
So Kezia, thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
It's alright, should we just get straight into it?
Yeah, we might as well.
Okay, so do you want to tell our viewers, like, what made you get into music?
What made me get into music?
Yeah.
A lot of things really. Growing up into a musical family was probably the main one. So I had my older brother, Jabez, was in, I don't know if people would know, but it's like a rap, well, a grime garage group called the Untouchables.
Okay.
So he was constantly always rhyming around the house. And my younger brother, everyone says he's my younger brother, he's actually a couple months older than me. He's a producer, so he was always producing from a young age. So there was always music in my house. My dad used to be in a reggae band. I don't know what reggae band it was, but back in the day my dad was always involved in music. Yeah. And also my mom, she was just like, you know, coming from a lot of our generation, like when we was younger, everyone I speak to, he would say everyone grew up with their mom and dad blasting music from morning to night. And so it was constant in our household. So I really got into music through family really. Just being involved in that kind of environment where music was being played, and also with my dad, he was a fanatic CD collector, so he was into every genre. He might have not been into it, but he would have the CD. So there'd be classical, reggae, jazz, rock, you name it, music playing in my household. So I grew up with that, and then at the age of 14, I joined a gospel choir at school with a man called Ford, which a lot of people know today. And he approached me when I was 14 and I was at school, and he said to me, how would you feel about getting involved in a choir? And I was like, I thought about it, I'd sing, but I was always a shy singer. And if I'm honest, people used to tell me to shut up when I first started singing. So my confidence wasn't that high. So when I joined the gospel choir, he put me right at the front, told me to sing. I sang for a few keys on the piano, and he said, right, you're soprano. Wow. So that's how I started, just like that. And he put me right at the front, and I'd learn my songs. Like my first song was Green Pastures. You know Green Pastures?
No. Do you want to give us a little sample?
You made me lie down in green pastures. You made me wanting for nothing. That was my first song that I ever sang. Oh. And from there, Ford would send us to weddings and funerals, and it kind of built my confidence up really. But I didn't think I'd take it anywhere. I just thought that was like a little hobby that I enjoyed doing at school. But then as my vocal ability kind of developed a bit more, then my brothers would always they'd have a track and they'd say, oh, jump on this hook, Kezia. And I'd be like, So I'd do that, and then I say from there, that point on, when I was about 15, that's when I decided, actually, I want to get involved in this and I want to do something in music. Yeah, so that's how I started. I was just doing hooks really for rappers. Yeah, so I'd say that's how I got into music. I started singing with rappers. Yeah. And it wasn't until I was about 15 where I decided I said to my brother, Iad Beats, he's a producer, I said to him, oh, how about would you like to make any beats for me? And he said, oh, I don't really do R&B though, Kezia, I do mainly hip hop. Yeah. And I kind of liked that style because back then I was listening to Lauryn Hill's Obsessed, Erykah Badu, and they are all on hip hop instrumental beats really. So that was the vibe that I got first, and that's how I decided of the style that I wanted, which was we would call it a neo soul because it's kind of hip hop soul music. And I started with that, and I did a little project called The Twins with my brother. I don't know why we called it The Twins. recorded the twins, but it was
just called the twins.
Yeah, it was a collaboration between me and my brother Ives.
Yeah.
But that nothing came from that. We didn't release it. It was kind of our own pleasure kind of thing. And so I did that with my brother. And then after that, I met up with a guy called James Weiss, who had a band called Genius Collective. And at this time now was probably the time where I'd never performed with a live band or anything like that. And he approached me and he said, oh, we think your voice is blah, blah, blah. How would you feel about coming and having a listen to our sound?
Yeah.
So I went to have a listen and the sound was good. It was like a sound that I wasn't too familiar with, but it was like hip hop, but I can't really say it was hip hop. It was like a hip hop jazz kind of sound. So we had the rapper James, and then there was a 5-piece band, and then they didn't have a singer at that point. So, well, they did have a singer, I think called Malika.
Okay.
But she had only recorded one song with them. But then they gave me the song.
So you just stepped in.
I stepped in basically, and I really enjoyed my time with Genius Collective because it boosted my confidence and it gave me that feel for the stage. Like, whoa, this is what I really want. So I toured with them for about 2 years, and we did really well. We had our first EP release at the Yardbird, and then we toured that EP all around the UK. So I did really well with Genius Collective, but as the time went on, I kind of felt like this is what I want to do, but I don't know without the rapper. Without the rapper. All respects to James, but I think everyone goes through it in times. You hear big girl bands, boy bands, that the lead singer will always go and do their own thing. So inevitably, it was going to happen anyway.
So you just outgrow.
Yeah, I'd say
it
was outgrow, but it was also because of that. I was listening to a lot more music as I was touring with them, and a lot different more sounds that I felt that was more blending. Well, I could take them influences, and then that way I kind of was able to build my own sound, which now is jazz. It's a blend of jazz, soul, funk, reggae, indie. It's a lot.
So you're not just
but
like within one box.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I don't ever, when people say to me, what is your genre? I can't actually put my finger on it, but I don't think it's a bad thing that you can't. But right now, from Genius Collective, I moved on with them. Yeah. I formed a band called Soul. So that's where Kezia Soul, the name came from, because originally I was Kezia, and then I didn't know what, we was having a discussion at first with the band, and they came up with, how about Kezia and Soul? And I said, I don't like the Kezia and Soul. I like, what about Kezia Soul? So that's where that came from, the name originally. So I put this band together. We had our first gig in, big up Sam Redmore, and our first gig at the Bull's Head in Moseley.
Oh, I was there just the other day.
Yeah, great venue, I still play there today.
Yeah.
But Sam Redmore, he was the one who heard us, and he really did, as a promoter in Birmingham, enough respect to him, because he really did push us, and he gave us a few shows and got us on the circuit in Birmingham at King's Heath, Moseley, which was for our kind of style of music that went well down there.
Yeah.
And from that, we didn't have a release or anything, so we had no music. So since then, I'd say a year and a half ago now, we had a recording at the Glee Club. Where we had a performance at the Glee Club, which was through a guy called GT, and he got us involved in that. And from that, we didn't have a plan or whatever, but we decided, oh, let's capture this and see how it, just for our own reference. And when we heard it back, we was kind of shocked at the standard and the level of the sound. So it was like, whoa. So
that good.
Yeah. So from that, we released a live album called Kezia Soul Live at the Glee Club, which is available now on iTunes now. It's released a couple of months ago, and that really is great for people who haven't seen me perform live and don't know anything about me, can get a great idea of what I'm about. So that's out now.
You're a really good live artist, like you definitely capture the heart of the performance.
Yeah, well, I feel
so genuine or authentic.
Well, when I'm on stage, it's kind of like, it's like I say to people, like, when I'm not performing, it's when I'm not performing, I can't explain, because performing is like a drug to me. So, you know, people say like you're on a high. Like if I don't perform, I'm low, because I need that hit. So when I'm on stage, that's me. And when I'm singing the songs, there's a lot of the songs I've written, they're all love songs, and it's kind of like some of them are tragic, some of them are happy. So it's kind of like a journey, journey.
And they inspire from your personal experience.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah, like Friday morning is about I come home and my lover's gone. Which, you know, sometimes when I'm singing, but you know, and I'm wondering where he is, but oh no, don't worry, rest assured it's all fine.
Did you find him?
Yeah, I found him, yeah. But yeah, like all my songs have meaning to me, but also I collaborate with my brothers and my sisters. So my brother is a songwriter and producer, like I said, and my younger sister Amatira is a songwriter, but she's a beautiful singer, but she just won't sing. So when we're together, and Fifi,
We have to big up
Fifi. So like when we're together, it's just nuts. It's like there's 5 of us, and people say, you know, the Jackson 5. We are the Johnson 5. They call us, yeah. Because it is crazy the amount of talent is one family, but when we're together, it's just we have this connection, and when I'm writing, they feel my pain, they know my pain, so they can get involved, and that's one thing that I'm blessed about, that I have that connection with my family on a musical level, not just brothers and sisters, so we share something together. So when you listen to my songs, and obviously you'll see their credits, it's a lot of collaborations on the whole of the CD. Like Ives will come in with the band, and he's the producer, so he comes in with his input of his sound, what he's got, but obviously he knows that I have my own sound and my band have our own sound, but he comes in and he'll produce and direct, you know. So I'd say Ives is like the co-producer with me, because he's not full producer, and then Ami helps songwrite. So on my next EP, there's going to be 2 tracks that I've solely written, and I put them out there as Ami. But because everyone says to me, Kezia, you're a songwriter, like you can write. I said, I know I can write, but I also want to bring people with me to go, and people hear the talent that goes on in my family.
What have you got coming up in the impending months?
Wow. Got quite a lot, to be honest, because I'm in the middle of releasing an EP, which is, well, EP/album, because at the moment I've recorded tracks, but I'm still in the process of deciding how many tracks I want on there. And do I want to save tracks, or do I just want to put them out? So I've got that coming.
And have you got a name for it yet, or is that still working?
No, that's one. I have had a few names, but I'm not putting them out yet.
I'm trying to get you on.
But yeah, that's still thinking about that. Then it's on the festival season. It's just trying to get as many festivals as I can this year. And then my main aim for the end of 2015 is when the CD is released, I could take it to Europe, because that's been my dream from 2014. I always said I want to perform in Europe. I want to come out of England and perform. I feel like I've gathered enough fans and appreciation from my hometown, and that was 2014. That was to do that. That was to make my stamp in Birmingham, so everybody knows Kezia Soul is a Birmingham artist, and she reps her hometown. You get me? Because there's a lot of artists out here that, you know, they move off to London and they forget where they come from, and I don't want to forget where I come from. So yeah, 2014, people heard me doing the reggae. I got into a bit of reggae, but that was just a genre that I did because I was passionate about reggae. Like I said, I was being brought up in a reggae family, so I thought, you know what? Yes, I love my jazz, soul, that sort of genre, but you know, I'm a vocalist, so I kind of blend to a lot of genres. So I did the reggae in 2015. We've got the tune I Love You. I will give my heart and soul just to be here with my life. Oh, I love you.
Okay, I've got a game for you, Kezia. Have you heard of song Wearing a Void?
Yeah.
Well, instead of song Wearing a Void, we're flipping it around a bit, and it's called Reject and Text.
Reject and text.
Core,
Cool.
text, reject.
Alright then, go
So
on.
I'll give you 3 artists who want to collab with you in, let's say, the upcoming year.
Woo!
And you have all the power.
Yeah.
You get to call one back, you get to text one back, and then
Reject one.
one just gets rejected.
Ooh.
But I'm not going to make it easy for you.
Okay, go on then.
Alright, so
Give it
first
to me.
of all, we've got, because I know you Kezia Soul, so I'm going to make it hard. You've got Lauren Hill, Erykah Badu,
Oh.
Jill Scott.
Why have you given me the 3 favourites?
I told you.
Cool, cool, cool.
No.
I can't reject one though.
You have to.
Alright then. I would call Jill Scott.
Why?
Why? Because I think that we'd do the baddest collab if she heard me. So Jill, if you're hearing me, I'm gonna collab with you. Erykah Badu, I would text to say hey. And
Poor Lauren.
I don't even want to say I reject Lauren, you know, because that's unfair. So I'm just, nah. She's giving me a hard one there. Can't you give me someone else? Because I'd wanna cool and cool.
No, I'm not making it easy.
No, well, that's kind of unfair because I would never reject Lauren. But Lauren, for this one, you're getting rejected, sorry. Actually, I'm going to reject Erykah and text Lauren. Because Lauren will smoke a split with me.
Fair enough.
I'm joking, guys, would they do that?
Okay, well, yeah, thank you for the interview.
Yeah,
Kezia, and I hope
then.
everything goes well for you in the upcoming year.
Alright, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Just keep on listening, keep on supporting, and you know, I'll show you the love back because I'm passionate about music, so this is what I do and this is what I want to give you all. So thank you.